Hey everyone, I am Taliwase Januarin Mantawil. So today I will explain the concept of break-even analysis. So break-even analysis is a part of the financial aspect, is the determination of a number of it to be sold at break-even point or the amount projected break-even sales where the enterprise will not earn a profit nor incur a net loss. It is important for the proponent to have the knowledge of the break-even point when he or she decide whether or introduce new product lines, change sales price on established products, or enter new market areas. So, ang break-even analysis ay part ito ng financial aspect kung saan tinitignan natin kung ilang units or gaanong karaming sales ang kailangan para hindi tayo malugi at the same time, hindi rin kumita. Ay, parang ganun, parang hindi rin kumita. In short, break-even lang ibig sabihin yung income natin is sakto lang para mabayaran lahat ng expenses. Walang profit pero walang loss din. So, importante ito para sa mga proponents or business owners kasi dito dito nila malalaman kung kailan sila dapat mag-launch ng bagong produkto o magbabago ba sila ng presyo o pumasok sa bagong market. So, kailangan din nilang maintindihan yung break-even point para makagawa ng tamang desisyon pagdating sa pag-manage ng businesses. So, there are two types of cost, variable cost and fixed cost. So, variable cost. Variable costs are costs that change in total relatives to the movement with the level of production, which include direct materials, direct labors, cost of goods sold, sales, commissions, and figure out for merchandise and gasoline and airline and tracking businesses and variable factory overhead. So, ang variable cost ay ang mga gastos ng nagbabago depende sa level ng production. So, ibig sabihin, habang dumadami ang ginagawa o binebenta ng mga produkto, tumataas din ang gastos at kapag konti naman, ang production ay mas mababa rin ang cost. So, kasama sa mga variable cost ang direct materials, direct labors, cost of goods sold, cost of goods sold, sales commission, and freight or delivery cost. Lalo na sa mga merchandisers, sa mga airline or tracking business, airline tracking business or gasoline, gasoline ang isang example. So kasama rin dito ang variable factory overhead. So in short, ano ba? In short, ang variable cost ay yung mga gastos na nag-a-adjust depende sa dami ng production o benta. So next, fixed cost. Are cost that is constant in relation to the movement of the level of production. Example of the fixed costs are depreciations or depreciation or buildings and equipment, rent, insurance, or property tax, and supervisory salaries. So, ang fixed cost ay yung mga gastos na hindi nagbabago kahit gaano karami o kakonti ng production. Ibig sabihin, kahit tumataas or mababa ang ginagawa natin produkto, constant pa rin ang bayad ng mga ito. So, example ng fixed cost ay yung mga depreciation ng buildings and equipment rent, insurance, property, taxes, o ng mga sweldo ng mga supervisors. So, kahit wala masyadong production, kailangan pa rin bayaran mga fixed cost kaya importante na isama ito sa pag-compute ng mga break-even point. Then, next. Okay. So, ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ang mga importanteng formula na ginagamit sa pag-compute ng break-even point at target profit. Ito ay essential sa pag-assess kung kailan nagsisimula kumita ang mga isang negosyo. Number one is break-even sales in units. So, unang formula, break-even sales units. Ito ay total fixed cost divide contribution margin per unit. So, ang contribution margin per unit ay kinukuha gamit ang formula na unit selling price, unit variable cost. Kailangan pala yung minus, no? Unit selling price minus unit variable cost. So, number 2 is break-even sales peso in peso. Next, kung gusto mo malaman ng break-even sa amount or sa peso, ang formula ay total fixed cost divide contribution margin percentage. Paano ba kinukuha ang contribution margin percentage? Halimbawa, unit contribution margin divide unit selling price. So, number 3 naman is required sales in units to earn target profit. Ngayon naman, paano kung gusto mo na hindi lang break-even kundi kumita ka rin? So, ang formula natin ay total fixed cost plus target profit divide contribution margin per unit. So, number 4 is required peso sales to earn target profit. Lastly, kung gusto mo naman malaman kung magkano in pesos ang kailangan mong benta para kumita, ang formula ay total fixed cost plus target profit divide contribution margin percentage. So, para mas maintindihan ay magbigay tayo ng halimbawa. Okay, let's walk through an actual example para mas maintindihan natin ang formula na pinapakita natin kanina. Gamit natin ay ang data ng Jeremiah Company. Isang manufacturer ng wooden cabinets, ito ang data nila for 2015. Sales in unit is 1,500. Sales per unit is 1,500. Variable cost per unit is 750. Fixed cost is 195,000. Next is required compute the following. Contribution margin per unit, contribution margin percentage, break-even sales in units, break-even sales in peso, required sales in units to earn target profit of 175,000, required sales in peso to earn target profit of 175,000. So, computations. Contribution margin per unit. Una natin kukunin ay ang contribution margin per unit. Ito ay ang sales price variable cost. So, ang 1,500 minus natin sa 750 is equals to 750. Ibig sabihin, bawat unit na binibenta ni Jeremiah Company ay may contribution na 750 sa pagbayad ng fixed cost at kita. Number 2 is contribution margin percentage. Contribution margin percentage equal unit contribution margin. And divide natin sa unit selling price. So, ang 750 divide 1,500 is equals 0.50. So, i-times natin sa 100 para makuha natin yung 50%. So, number 3 is break-even sales in units. Break-even sales in units equal total fixed cost. Divide natin sa contribution margin per unit. So, 195,000 divide 750 is equal to 260 units. Kailangan nilang makabenta ng 260 units para lang mabawi ang fixed cost nila. wala pang kita pero wala na ring lugi. Okay, so let's check kung tama ba yung compute. So ang sales equals 260 times 1,500 equals 390,000. So ang variable cost is 260 times 750 is equals to 195. Contribution margin is 195,000. Less fixed cost is 195,000. Ang net income is 0. So, break even achieved. So, paano natin nakuha yung 0 net income? So, compute sales 260 units times 1,500 equals 390,000. So, compute variable cost. Variable cost is equals to 260 units times 750. So, equals 195,000. So, compute contribution margin. Contribution margin sales variable cost equals 390,000 minus 195,000 is equals to 195,000. Ibig sabihin, ang 195,000 ang natira pagkatapos mabayaran lahat ng variable cost. So, number 4 is break-even sales in peso. Ang formula is break-even sales in peso is equal total fixed cost. I-divide natin sa contribution margin percentage. So, break-even in peso ay 195,000 divide 50% equals 390,000. So, kailangan nilang makabenta ng 390,000 worth of produkto para ma-break even. Number 5 is required sales in units to earn target profit of 175. Ang formula is equals to total fixed cost plus target profit. I-divide naman natin sa contribution margin per unit. So, paano ba kung gusto nila kumita ng 175,000? Gamit ang formula, 195,000 plus 175,000 divide 750 is equals to 493.33 per units. So, kailangan nilang makabenta ng around 494 units para ma-achieve yung target profit. So, let's check kung tama ba ulit yung compute natin. So, sales equals to 493.33 times natin sa 1,500 is equals to 740,000. So, ang variable cost is 493.93 times 750 is equals to 370,000. So, contribution margin is 370,000 less fixed cost equals is 195,000. So, ang net income is 175,000. So, number 6 is required sales in peso to earn target profit of 175,000. So, ang formula is equals to total fixed cost plus target profit. I-divide natin ulit sa contribution margin percentage. So, 195,000 plus 175,000 divide 50% is equals to 370,000 divide sa 0.50 is equals to 740,000. So, kailangan nilang makabenta ng 740,000 worth of cabinets para kumita ng 175,000. So, by analyzing the contribution margin and fixed costs, kaya natin i-predict gaano karami yung units or magkano in pesos ang kailangan ibenta para maka-break even or kumita ito ay very useful ito ay very useful tools para sa mga planning and decision making. Ano to?